Howdy, 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 howdy.
Hi, everybody.
Frost is here. Todd is here. Janet
I was
is
looking
here.
for my Barbie comb so I could comb my doll's hair while we
Oh,
chat.
I thought you was gonna comb your hair with it.
No, my hair's up in a bun today. So,
Brad,
no.
I did not do it.
What did you not do?
Completely forgot about it.
What were you
What's that?
supposed to do?
Oh, I got you.
We'll do it another time. I completely forgot about it. I've been so busy today, man. Golly.
Excuses.
Yeah.
I don't know what he was supposed to do, but shame on him for not doing it.
That's what happens when you work for a living. You stay busy.
Right.
A minute in and it's already deep.
Hey, welcome everyone to Picking and Grinnin. Hopefully in about 8 minutes, we'll have a whole lot more people join because the video I dropped today at 6:45 ends in 8 minutes. And it says, if you want to see us live, click the link. I did that whole little thing.
You sound like you're so proud of yourself.
I am. I'm very proud of myself.
Jack's in here. Jack, I messaged your wife and she didn't message me back.
You're so upstate picker. Hello, how are you? So what are we going to talk about? I do have something to talk about.
You told us you had something to talk about. As long as it doesn't make my blood pressure go up, we'll be fine.
Well, see, what I forgot to do today was going to make your blood pressure go up intentionally.
So, Brad, I told him beforehand.
I forgot.
I went in the house last night after that episode. I sat down for a bit. I tried to eat some supper, and my headache just got like 10 times worse to the point where it made me nauseous, and I had to go to bed.
See,
I was in bed at 9 o'clock last night.
That's not me. That's not me. Then that's you know.
Uh-huh.
I'm not.
He's saying you had a pre-existing condition.
And
Yes.
not only that, we don't have any Advil in the house, so my alternative was to take a leave.
Oh, that sucks.
Which I don't ever take.
That's probably what made your head hurt.
No.
Yeah.
My phone's making all kinds of noise.
So, let's see. Can we talk about it yet? Maybe.
No.
No. Okay. Look,
I don't know how many people do we have in here.
I had to pack an item this morning. I will say it took me 3 hours to pack it.
One item, 3 hours.
3 hours to pack one item.
Because I tried 2 different boxes, it wouldn't fit. And so I had to run to town and grab another box and come back. It wasn't just like one item. It was a whole bunch of items into the one box. And then I had to unload them all and then put them in another box. And that wouldn't work. So I had to unload them all again. And then I was like, well, I'll just go to the store. And so I ran to town and got 2 big boxes.
So, would you like to know how fun my shipping is going to be on Sunday and Monday?
Hopefully a whole lot of fun.
So I'm going to plug it. Nobody brought it up, but I'm still going to plug it because that's what I've been spending the day doing. I was listing stuff for the dollar auction, Christmas in July, starting tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Okay, are you ready? I'm going to take my computer with me. This is my lot of stuff for tomorrow.
Hey, I got some of them fillers.
Part of my lot for tomorrow and the rest of my lot for tomorrow. Or for Saturday.
What in the world?
I have cleaned out my Christmas in July stuff. So there is if you are looking for Department 56, Lemax.
Lemax.
No, it's Lemax.
Lemax.
No, it's Lemax.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one, Teresa. It's a Lemax.
You can disagree as much as you want. Do you know how much of it I sold? I'll say what I want.
Okay. You're trying to kill her already, bro.
Yeah, she can say whatever she wants.
Right now I have like, shut up, Brad. I have like 47 things so far for tomorrow's show and 30 something for Saturday's show. I got to add to my Saturday show yet.
That's too many for an hour.
No, it's not.
Okay.
We could run through 60 items in an hour.
Yeah. Land Short Picker says I'm using the Kevin approach. What's the Kevin approach?
Kevin starts talking and he's like, hold on, I got to tell you some stuff I sold first before I can talk about my subject.
So
he'll also be like, he'll mention something. He'll be like, but I can't talk about that video.
So I'll go ahead. I will say one part of the thing. We talked about this last night on Mike Metco's channel. We was guests over there and did a show with him. So you guys go check that out.
Chris stressed me out after the fact.
Yeah. Teresa, she cried and had a headache.
Me. There was no tears.
And then
there was no tears.
No, that might have been after the show when I made everybody cry.
So Landstar Picker said that getting those watch hours. So last night when I went to bed, I had headphones in while I was listening to some YouTube videos. Those things just auto played. I don't know how many videos I watched between 9 o'clock and 1:30 when I woke up to the storm. So some people got some watch hours last night. I don't know who it was.
Oh, wow. So, we're going to talk about cancellations real quick.
I just had one.
All right. The request. Is that a request?
No, I canceled. Yeah, it was. And I canceled it.
Okay. All right. So, if you are here, which we're 8 minutes in or 7 minutes in. So if you have jumped over from the video that I just released because you was able to click the link and come straight here in my video, then you realize that we had a phone call conversation with eBay. And in that conversation, you heard the representative say that if a customer requests a cancellation after the first hour, you have 3 days to respond. If you do not respond in those 3 days, eBay automatically declines the cancellation and it doesn't hurt the seller at all. So that was one of the things that I found out. I had no idea because I thought it was like if you had 3 days and if you didn't, then eBay takes the whip on you and as a seller and all that stuff happens with eBay. But apparently eBay automatically declines cancellation after 3 days if we do not handle it. And it does not count as a ding on our account as them stepping in to us.
Okay. So here's my question for you.
Yes.
Why would you choose not to cancel it?
I don't know. I was just, I don't know. I just thought that, we talked about that last night. And the more after I heard you guys' input on it, I got thinking about it and I was like, I kind of understand that. But sometimes I just like, I understand that if you don't cancel it or, you're looking at a possible, as Teresa and y'all was saying, a return.
An INAD.
Yeah, or an INAD.
Because they're gonna find a reason to send it back. Yeah. Whether it's an INAD or it's just a flat out return. An INAD would probably be because they don't want to pay for shipping, depending on what the item is and if you have free shipping. But if you have free shipping, they're just gonna open it as soon as they get it and open a return and say, I want to send this back. So why pay postage twice?
Right, yeah. So that was that.
If somebody messages me to cancel, like I said last night, I will complain. I will whine. I will the B word, but I'm still going to cancel it.
Right. I get you. So we're going to lead on into the next topic there because this is all part of the same conversation. Unfortunately, hello, Rad, John. Unfortunately, I did make a video of the whole conversation I had with eBay. And the reason I called eBay to start with, Brad, did you watch it?
Not yet, brother.
Brad still hasn't watched it, man.
I didn't technically watch it. I listened to it while I sat over in my chair across the room from Corey and died laughing, thinking, what in the heck?
I couldn't have time to watch it today. I had to go watch Jurassic Park with our granddaughter.
Oh, was that any good?
Aw.
It was fun.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's not, art of the highest form, but it was fun.
It's not art of the highest form.
So what had happened to me, so I'll go ahead. I made a video of me because Teresa suggested I should make videos of me talking
the whole
to eBay.
reason of you to make the video was so you could send it to me so I could put in my own input on eBay's side as the eBay person.
Oh, well, you have it. You have it. No, can you download it?
No, I don't have time to do that today.
It's too long. Yeah.
It's too long,
so
too.
The video is like an hour long. It's an hour-long conversation with eBay. And what it had to do was on Sunday evening at 2 230 or whatever, I sold an auction. I sold 171 8-track tapes in a bundle for $125 plus shipping. Okay. So on Monday morning, I went to check to see if the buyer paid, and it was said that there was an auto pay for July the 13th, which was 7 days later, after the 4 days that eBay cancels or your account cancels for non-payment. So I called eBay. I was pretty upset about it. So I called eBay.
Just a little upset.
Yeah, just a little. And apparently eBay has a new policy for auctions. And if you've watched, the video that I just released at 6:45, you've already probably heard this. But if you haven't, we're going to talk about it now.
It's not a full-on policy. It's a beta.
Yes, you're correct. eBay has a beta that you are part of and don't even know nothing about it until I tell you. So what has happened is when someone wins an auction, eBay sends them a payment reminder, but that reminder says you have between 1 and 7 days to pay for the item. 7 days is max. Now, when they do this, the buyer gets to, I just watched that video and I just can't, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me see. What did she say? I just watched that video and I just came to tell you that you get on my nerves, Topher. Okay. Thank you, honey. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hey, so anyway,
I'm sorry.
they have between 1 and 7 days to pay for the item. Now, when they schedule whichever day they want to pay on, it's automatically like they all give their credit card information and all that. But the plan is the money automatically comes out on the day that they chose, which in my case was on July the 13th, or the buyer could activate the payment earlier. And here's the reason why they are stretching it out 7 days is because buyers are complaining that they don't get combined shipping on auctions. So like if I win an auction from someone today, and then they have another auction going, and then 2 days from now or 3 days from now, that auction is ended, the buyer's already shipped my item. So I don't get combined shipping. They can't put both of those auctions together. And so what they've done is I'm not bumping my microphone, Todd.
Somebody is.
So I don't know where it's coming from. Brad.
It only happens when you talk.
Look at Brad's.
Brad, are you touching your microphone?
No, I haven't touched I'm not even touching my desk, brother.
I don't know what it is. I see the little lights light up there. So anyway, it's okay. Anyway,
it's picking up your voice. That's the reason it's.
Oh, is that what it is? Maybe. Okay. I turn. Okay, so they did it for combined. Where I am at is that the sellers already have control over combined shipping. We can control that. So to me, in my mind, eBay just took that control out of our hands with auction style listings. Now, this is a beta. This is in beta testing. You can send eBay an email or a message or whatever, telling them that you don't like this as a seller. But this is not something the seller can opt in or opt out of. You can
request to opt in or opt out, but they're just going to tell you, no way, Jose.
Yeah, you can't. Well, you can't, as a seller, you can't request to opt in, opt out, because this is only a buyer update. Only the buyers have control over this. So I don't like it, but I will say this. Yesterday was Wednesday. That auction that was sold on Sunday, the 8-track tapes, the buyer did pay for them yesterday. And so they got shipped out this morning. That's what took me 3 hours to ship. but I don't think.
Hold on, it took you 3 hours to box
because I had 171. I picked a box. I put every one of them except maybe 30 of them fit in a box, and then I had to take each one of them out, and then I had to find another box, and then I did it all again, and I was short 10 tapes on that one, so I had to take them all out again, and I said I'll just go to town and get one. So I went to town and got a box and come back, and then I packed a chainsaw on top of that, which reminds me, I don't know where Leroy's at. I sold the chainsaw yesterday, and I sold another one today.
There you go, Chris. They said if your mic is touching the table, quit touching the table.
It's not me. I'm telling you, we're looking at the things here. What did Brad do?
I just muted myself, so.
I'm just sitting here. I'm not even touching my table. I haven't been touching my table.
I don't know. I don't know.
Where's your arms resting?
Huh?
Where's your arm resting?
My arm's right here.
I say I muted myself and it continued to do it. So
look, hold on, I'll mute myself.
Guess what? Hold on, mute it again for a couple seconds. It went away. Seriously. When you muted yourself, it went away. Okay, nobody talked. I'm muted.
It only happens when somebody talks.
I don't know. There it went. Oh, no, there it went. I don't know what's going on.
It'll be all right.
Chad's muted.
Yeah. So I don't know if any of that makes sense to anybody, but there it is. You know. I don't know. Let me look at something here.
I went in and edited. I hit the whatever it is, the mic background mic noise. Thinking maybe that would help. Reduce mic background noise. I don't know. It's not me.
Hey, Brad, see if your reduced mic background noise is on.
Brother, it is. I don't change my settings from week to week. They're exactly the same.
Mine's on too. I don't know. I have no idea.
That is super weird.
It goes away when Chris is muted. Well, I'll just mute it then. Y'all talk.
It didn't go away though. It's still there.
So I don't hear anything on my end. I don't even know what you're.
Oh, I do. I definitely hear it. Hey, welcome in, Dave from Dave's Decades. So, anyways, Chris, so your issue about the whole whatever 7 days to pay, I will say I don't agree with it, only because for those people who run an auction once in a blue moon, I have 3 auctions running currently. I don't ever run auctions, but I lotted a bunch of stuff up, a whole bunch of 2-gallon size bags of Barbie doll clothes and accessories, and put it on auction. So I don't think it's right that, because if you put an auction on and you don't put another auction on, they still have 7 days to pay, which is BS if you never put another auction on. Did you keep yourself muted?
No, I've tried to. For some reason, I just completely missed like the last part of that. I was looking at my timer on my auction here because I got 6 minutes left on it. So
on something you're trying to buy, or
yes,
something somebody's buying?
Something I'm trying to buy. It's at $1. I'm fixing to bump it up.
Why did you let them in their auction during your show?
I don't have no control over that. What's wrong with you, Brad? I got one ending, and I got 2, 3. I got 3 ending. I got a bunch ending. Like, let's see.
I did say that eBay's making some other changes to their auctions. They're going to do the soft endings.
Oh, see, that's horrible. Like,
yeah,
I'm partial. My proxy bid auctions that I do, those are soft close, and it drives me nuts because I'll be watching like 4 other things, and they all end like 2 minutes from each other, and then somebody extends it, and now I gotta try and watch 3 other auctions while I'm still watching the one that they extended the auction on. Just do hard closes.
What's a soft ending?
So it means if somebody bids, they add time to it.
Kind of like on a live show, like when you're doing a live auction on Whatnot or District or whatever.
Yeah, it adds like.
Was that what Rockstar Flipper was talking about the other day?
Who?
Rockstar Casey, Rockstar Flipper.
Maybe it's more money for the buyer. I mean, for the seller probably. So
somebody's gonna come in and snipe it because
Brandon said they tested it for sports cars. Brandon said they tested it for sports cars, but he doubts they'll put it for all categories.
It's just a beta test. What's up, Brandon?
Yeah.
Hey, we were talking about you last night. Was that when we were talking about him?
Yeah, sure was. We were talking about him last night. Saying some good things about you, buddy.
We weren't. We were gossiping about you.
No, he wasn't. Saw closes are going to be a game changer. Yeah.
Okay, we got to do a rad relic word of the day. It's a game changer, not games.
It is game changer.
But read what he put. It's game, not game.
Oh, okay. So anyway, that's what's going on with the auctions. You know, that's where I'm at with the 7-day thing. I honestly think the reasoning behind it, I think it's, I don't agree with it because we have control of combined shipping.
Well, but you do and you don't. So I was gonna say for most things, unless for us, if stuff doesn't end on the same day, we have next day shipping. So if you buy something today on an auction and you pay for it today, we would ship it tomorrow. If there's another auction tomorrow and you bid on it and you win it, we're going to ship it the next day. I'm not waiting 2 days to ship your stuff. What are you laughing about?
I'm laughing at Brad.
I was laughing at Chris.
He knows.
Are you trying to get my blood pressure up, Chris?
Huh?
Are you trying to get my blood pressure up again?
No. We're trying. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the sound.
I don't know what it is.
Are you wearing earbuds, Chris?
No.
And you can hear something?
Yeah. Watch this. Watch this.
I'm not hearing anything. I'm not hearing anything on my end. You hear anything, Tanya? No, there's nothing. There's nothing coming out of my.
So it's gone now. Don't talk, Brad. Hold on a minute. Me and you talk for a minute, Teresa. Talk. Say something.
I don't hear it now. What'd you do, Chris?
I didn't do nothing. It's still there a little bit. I can see it on the screen.
I don't hear it.
I don't know if it's some kind of reverb.
I have headphones on.
It's like what Brandon says. He says it's a reverb when I'm me or when Teresa talks, but it also does it when I talk too. So I don't know.
Did it quit now?
Oh man, somebody just bid on my thing, man. Golly.
Let me close out my YouTube.
Somebody's watching that one. Let's see. Should I bid on a different one? Man, I can't believe they did that. Tammy, you still there?
Tell Tammy to bid on it.
I'm hoping that is her to bid on it. Man, I ain't got no way, and I got 1 minute.
Yeah, I don't know what that noise is. It comes and goes, though. I blame Leroy. I'm there with you. Yes. Leroy's not here, so Leroy gets all the blame.
I don't know if she did it or what. I can't. Let me try.
You think she's bidding against you?
No, but she probably bid on it not knowing I'm watching it.
Is it something for her? Because I don't bid on the same stuff Corey bids on.
No, she knows I was watching this. So,
okay. You want to know what I did today?
What'd you do today?
So Corey has been looking at stuff for his secondary store. Right?
Hold on 1 second. Go ahead.
He knows a place that has some of his stuff. It's Brad. I don't know. Anyways, he found some stuff that can go in his secondary store that we have that I will not tell the topic of. So he asked me if I wanted to go with, and I had dollar auction stuff to list all day today. So I told him to go source because the stuff he's looking for is not something I'm interested in sourcing. So he went sourcing by himself.
Wow.
Yeah. Now it's fixed. Brad's not talking. Could you mute yourself, Brad?
Brad, why don't you mute yourself?
I think it's Brad. I think it is.
I think I just got out. Crap, I did
yes,
get out.
Brandon. Good. Corey peopled by himself. It's not because I don't love you. Yeah, I think it's Brad. Brad, you should go all the way out and come back in again.
It's doing it now?
No. What'd you do?
I don't hear it. No, you're
What'd
good
you
now.
do?
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything.
I'm telling you.
Huh.
Running through the chat in my vintage, much too small Aquaman underoos and trying to...
I missed it. I bid on an item and it says I was outbid, but it didn't.
Hey, so I have to say, there's somebody in the chat or has been in the chat that would never tell us his name. Oh, who was it? And Corey pulled up one of his videos the other day and we watched a video of him. So I got to see what he looked like. Corey, who was that? He'll tell me. He'll tell us in the chat.
All right, we got an hour and 24 minutes to the next one.
I saw Mr. Sadie had a video. I didn't realize they had a channel.
That's who it was. That's who it was. It was Mr. Sadie.
Yeah. I didn't realize they had a channel.
I didn't either. And then Corey pulled it up and he's like, remember that Mr. Sadie that's in your chat all the time? I'm like, yeah. He's like, here's a video of him. You want to see what he looks like?
Yeah, he was talking about Peckin's AI lister.
What is
that? Was was he on the Josh Galt one?
No, I think he was on the Tekken one. Was he doing the review of trying to do it?
Yeah, he was saying he's been doing it for a few days and he was just going to give his thoughts on it.
Yeah, I thought he did, and I don't quote me on it, but I don't think it was he was impressed with it. So I don't remember though.
So Janet says, what do you think? What do you guys think of the new auto price reduction feature? I don't know what that is.
When you go to your listings now, at the bottom, I have a new listing up. At the bottom, you have your normal thing that says allow offers, right? If you're listing from your computer, allow offers or schedule your listing. Now, between your price and allow offers, it says auto reduction, automatically reduce your price until you reach a set minimum.
Oh, so you can set it like Macquarie. That's Macquarie does that.
Is Macquarie the one that forces you to do different offers, like less offers if you send them out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why I don't use their stuff.
Yeah, Macquarie. Yeah.
But yeah. So
yeah, we was talking about that last night too.
I mean, great. If you want to do that, perfect, fine, whatever. I list my stuff so that I'm able to allow offers. If I do that, then I'm not taking offers on it.
So I know you guys are not TikTok gurus.
I have a TikTok. I have a 380,000 view TikTok.
Did you know Shane went back to work? Went back to a 9-to-5?
Where?
I don't know. I just seen the video.
Did he actually go back or was he talking about going back?
He was talking about going back.
Well, I've seen a video the other day where he was talking about it. This is a completely different thumbnail now.
On YouTube?
Yeah, he said this was just released 26. Oh, this is for members. Never mind. I can't say nothing. This is members only.
No, you're fine. You can. Corey will watch it. We'll watch it later when we're done so we can see it.
I don't know.
Corey's a member, so
I don't want to let the cat out of the bag in here. I mean, that's his members only thing.
There's a lot of people who don't watch Shane, so
do what?
There's that. I said there's people who don't watch Shane, so you let the cat out of the bag. I don't know how many people in here.
Yeah. Oh, there's Mary. Hey, Mary.
What's up, Mary?
So, Dave's Decade said, is that on certain categories? I don't see it yet. So I noticed that I had one item when I was drafting or listing it this morning that didn't have it on it, but I don't remember what it was. And now I just drafted my Nobi Star doll after I got done brushing out her beautiful hair. And it has it on there.
Okay.
So I don't know. I won't be taking advantage of it just because I know I list myself. A lot of my stuff I list at the bottom of the market to sell it. So if I'm listing at the bottom of the market, why would I drop my price down farther?
Right. Yeah, I agree.
So
yeah, you guys race to the bottom.
No, I don't. I don't always. So we had a Harley. So speaking of, we're going to talk about fails quick. So yesterday we listed a Harley Davidson manual, a Harley touring manual, like the service manual. That thing was like that thick. We paid $10 for it at a garage sale. The only thing listed was 2 manuals, the service manual and and some other manual. I don't know what it was, that they had listed for $80. I listed mine at, I think like $124 plus shipping. And it sold yesterday for $124 and $15 shipping.
That's what I'm saying though. You guys, it don't matter if you race to the bottom or not. I mean, your items all sell for over $100 anyway. So it really don't matter.
No, they don't. No, I don't. But I did. So I do have to give this too. If you ever get a chance to buy free stuff or buy free stuff. Yeah, I'm buying free stuff. If you ever get a chance to get free stuff. So I listed yesterday a whole bunch of, what are you guys laughing about? Quit laughing.
At Corey.
I'm not laughing at all.
Corey says you can't race to the bottom when you got the only item. You're right.
That's right.
You're right.
That's right. So we got all of those appliance parts.
Yeah.
Those washer, dryer, refrigerator, whatever. I listed one yesterday and it was barely listed and it sold for $115.
Golly.
It was a timer for a dryer, a washer. I don't know. I'm thinking it's a dryer, but
hey,
I sold 2 of those appliance parts. We're over $200. We're almost $250 in the profit.
Wow.
On that.
So
because we didn't pay nothing for it, so anything we make is profit.
Right. So look, check this out. Remember we talked about Tuesday on Reseller Therapy about me doing a new store? Well, I opened a new store and I put 20 items in it, and within 4 hours, I sold one of them items.
Corey did the same thing with his. When he opened his new store,
that was crazy.
He did too. He sold seven or 8 items just over the weekend between Friday and whatever it was. So
I gotta get my pricing right on it. I think my pricing might be a little bit too high on certain ones. I gotta.
Are you gonna tell us what your store is, or is it a secret like Corey's?
I think it's gonna be a secret like Corey's.
Well, you have to tell him. Oh, you sent that link though, but I don't think the link works.
I tell you what, if you want to know what my store is, you watch the video that was released today at 6:45, and my stores be there.
Really?
Yeah, it's there. Like in a few minutes, like early on, you'll see it. I mean, it lights up the whole screen. You can't miss it. I mean,
I ain't got time to watch your stuff.
What? Tammy's there.
I got a light.
Tammy's in this video.
Nuh-uh. Only her voice, probably.
Nope.
Full on Tammy's face?
Full on Tammy is there.
That's because you're copying me. You're doing the once a week video. You promised Tammy you would only do a once a week video. So now she'll agree to be in it.
So now you watch my video then. Because you've heard me.
How much do I like Tammy though?
So you heard me in my video say, yes, we took this idea from Grams and Pops because they do it. So it works really well for them because we just can't make 100 videos a week. So we're just going to do.
Well, we used to do 2 a week. We used to do 2 a week. Remember, we used to drop Sunday and Wednesdays.
Brad's getting bored. He needs to talk.
Brad needs to talk.
Yeah.
No, I just instead of working, I was sitting still in that theater for like 3 hours, and so like I'm not in.
Hey Brad, why don't you tell everyone about your Midwest trip this week?
Yeah.
Do I have to?
About poor Tanya.
Yeah, about poor Tanya being stuffed in the trunk of the car with no room to breathe or anything.
Trunk of the car.
What's up, Leroy? Has it really been a year since you did a video, Brandon? I guess it has been a while, hasn't it? Dang.
Okay, is this so now I have to ask a dumb question. I think I know who Brandon is. I'm pretty sure Brandon came to Planes to Profit the first year we had it. Because Brandon lives in Vegas, right?
No.
Where's Brandon live?
He lives in the Baltimore, or not Baltimore area, but he lives in the Virginia-ish area near.
I think he lives in
I've met
Baltimore.
Brandon. No, he didn't. Okay, who's Brandon? I know I've met Brandon.
No,
I
he does
know I
live
live
in
in
Virginia.
Virginia.
Never mind. I
Yeah.
thought
I
he
don't think
lived
I
up
met
there close
Brandon
to
then.
Baltimore.
I don't think I
Ain't
met
you a
Brandon.
Ravens fan, Brandon? I thought you lived up there in Baltimore.
That's probably one of the closer teams.
Hey, do you ever go visit? We're at in Virginia because we have a friend who lives in Virginia.
Corey
Amy
said
lives
you
in
have.
Virginia.
Corey
I
said
think
you
he
have
lives
not
close
met
to it.
Brandon.
We have not met. Well, then you are just wrong that you have not come to Plains to Profit to meet all of us fabulous people.
I didn't go.
I
Yeah.
know.
Brad didn't go.
I know.
Yeah, y'all sold out tickets too fast.
But did you know? I think it's out there. Corey, is it out there?
What's out
Corey
there?
Corey has to tell me if it's out there or not, so that if I can say it or not. He knows what I'm talking about.
You're having another one? That's a no-brainer. You have one every year.
I know.
I'm pretty much dead weight, Kevin in DC.
Dead weight. He didn't say weight.
Dead between Kevin and DC.
Yeah, I was actually up.
Corey, P2P.
I was up in Brandon.
Corey says you have
Wood.
no idea what you're talking about.
I know. I just told him P2P.
I think I was pretty close to Brandon when I drove up to Virginia a month or so ago.
So tell everybody about your trip to Iowa and how Tanya had to ride in the trunk of the car.
Yeah. So Monday I left out and hit 4 states before the day was over. Ended up in Iowa, bought a whole big load of Playmobil, and drove back home.
Now I have a question. Is it Playmobil? Say it again. How you said it.
Playmobil. I think I call it Playmobil,
Playmobil?
but I think it's actually Playmobil. I think so.
Probably because it's from Germany, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's das Playmobil.
Playmobil.
It's das Playmobil. Yeah. Yeah, and we loaded up every nook and cranny. I'll grab that picture. We loaded up every nook and cranny.
What did you drive down there? Or up here? Up here, not down here.
It was a Jeep Compass. So it's not a huge vehicle, but we loaded air. I mean, it was literally like every.
Did Tanya have stuff on her lap?
No, we were able to like keep stuff off of her lap, but the plan was that she would have to hold stuff and Isaac would have to hold stuff and I wouldn't have to hold anything because I was driving. But
so
yeah.
Did she have to put her arm up a couple times to keep it
from
falling on her?
Yeah, when we would go around turns, I could hear like, so one of the things that we got was like, it was a big box of like Playmobil train stuff. And it was it's in this like styrofoam like box thing. I could hear like sliding across at her every time I'd turn. But yeah, like if it'll come into view.
There you go. Nope, stop right there. Stop right there.
Yeah,
I mean, it's literally
Dude,
like,
look at the, is that a tote in the bottom?
That's a tote in the bottom. That's one of the that's like the biggest tote you can get pretty much. It's that one of those big
Look,
daddies.
he's using his IKEA bags too.
Yeah.
You should have seen Tanya in the back of the car. When he was driving, he's like, look at this. And we're like, oh my God.
That was during the video though, wasn't it?
It was on Tuesday. Yeah, it was on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we did the same thing, kind of. So when we went down sourcing with Steve and Donna and Alicia at Bargains for You on 92, we did the same thing. We loaded up their entire van. Alicia had a box on her lap, and I had some stuff on my lap, and we were in a minivan. That's how full that thing was.
Wow.
Oh yeah, it was full. It was full, and we got.
Did you at least treat her to something good for having to be shoved back there? Like, did you get her some good food?
We just ate quick all the way, trying to get back as far as we could, as fast as we could. So, the answer is
anything
no.
Good?
We stayed next to a Denny's at some.
You didn't eat at Denny's?
And we didn't eat the Grand Slam. We ate the crappy continental breakfast that came with the hotel.
I thought you. Oh, I guess I'd have slept in my car, but
Well,
Tanya didn't have no room.
There was just no way to stretch out, and so I'm glad we did though, because it would have been like I have made that drive and drove back in the same day, and it's excruciating by the end of the day. So.
Did you like lock your car and put like cameras on it so that nobody would steal the stuff that was in there while you were in sleeping?
No, I put it in God's hands. But also, we're in the, I don't know, like, have you driven through Illinois much?
I have been through Chicago, like the Chicago area,
Yeah. Okay.
like
So that
up
don't
through
count.
there, but no, I don't. I mean,
Right.
I'm not a world. Well, I've been there twice. So we drove back from New York and went through Illinois back in 1998. And then we went through a couple years ago, 7 or 8 years ago, when we went down to North Carolina for my brother-in-law's retirement.
Well, once we left Tennessee and got into Kentucky and Illinois and then up to Iowa, we only passed like 4 houses. So it's not like there was a lot of people to actually take anything from the car.
Ask Tara and Josh. So so Tara and Josh were here this last weekend. So we went sourcing to all the thrift stores, the Goodwills in Sioux Falls, right? And we're like, it's all the way across town. It takes like 10 to 15 minutes to get across town in Sioux Falls. They're like, really? They're like, when we go sourcing in wherever, it takes us 45 minutes to get across town. I'm like, seriously?
Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody say hi to Scott. He's watching. He wants to know if we're busy.
What's up, Scott? Yeah, it's
we
like,
are.
Phil,
we are very busy.
Phil had it right. Phil said if it's not a town, it's nothing, and that is for sure the way it was. It's like it's just farmland all the way through there, and
it's very boring.
Those wind turbine towers, windmill towers.
We call those windmill farms.
Yeah, well, none of them were moving, so obviously the wind wasn't blowing. So they were on the way back a little, but
yeah.
But
I was gonna say, I'm wondering what Tara and Josh thought, because if you're on this side of South Dakota, so we're East River and there's West River, South Dakota. East River, South Dakota is very flat, very plain, very whatever. There's no rolling hills. But once you get out West River, it's like hill country, like
that's the way Kentucky is, if I remember right.
Yeah,
more corn, and soybeans, and then more corn.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Did you see any deer, Brad?
What's that?
Did you see any deer driving?
Yeah, they were dead all over the highway. Yes. Yeah. And there was a nice Ford truck pulling a trailer, and his whole front end was just demolished. He had a cop there, I guess, writing up an accident report or something. It was just, yeah.
So the next question, the thing that Tara and Josh learned while they're in South Dakota, and I don't know if Iowa and Illinois is the same, but when you come to South Dakota and you drive like in the evening, towards the nighttime, and you're driving, it sounds like it's raining.
Oh, yes.
It's not raining. Yes. It's all bugs. Like your whole front of your vehicle is covered in bugs.
Yeah. So we actually got a rental to go up there. And like, I thought we went all the way to Iowa. And when I say we went to Iowa, we literally only went probably like 4 or 5 miles into Iowa to actually pick where we were going to. But we decided I was going to try to drive about 3.5 hours before we stopped at a hotel. I had a spot that we passed on the way. I'm like, we get back here tonight, we'll get a hotel and stay. But literally it was like the windshield. I had to clean the windows like 4 or 5 different times. I felt so bad by the time we got back. I was like, I'm going to have to go by the car wash before I take this thing back to the rental place. Yep. But luckily it rained and washed all of it off. So.
Oh, in South Dakota, the rain doesn't touch the bugs on your window. You actually have to scrub really hard. Like when you go through the car wash in South Dakota, they do the brushes on the front of your vehicle.
Yeah.
And on your windshield to get all the bugs off, because it's so disgusting.
So you're saying it's pretty buggy up there?
Yeah. It is pretty buggy in the summertime. Like once it starts to warm up, if you drive any time between dusk and dark, it's just bug central. Like we killed.
They were like 3-inch
lightning bugs,
3-inch gobs on the window, 3-inch long gobs. I mean, they were like.
The lightning bugs are the best. When you hit the lightning bugs and they light up on your windshield.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you get a lot of good stuff, Brad?
Have you gone through any of it?
Yeah. Have you gone through it?
I don't know if she's actually gone through any of it. So it's actually just sitting in our living room. Oh, that's another development. We actually have a new building to put all of our death pile in now. It's like a 12 by 40 building out there. So
a 12 by 40
out where?
Behind the house here, next to our other building.
Did you have them drop it or they built it?
No, my son's. It's like it was like his like tiny home kind of thing. but he moved somewhere for a while and he just needs somewhere to put it. So we were like, well, we know where you can
bring it here, I take advantage of
You
it.
can bring it here and we'll just we'll take care of it up for you.
So curiosity then, it's mobile, right? It's on wheels.
No, it's not. They had to bring it in with the truck had to bring it in. So
Gotcha. So is it, because what I would think of like that is what they call a park model. If it's an actual house.
No, it was a building. It was a building that they actually sheet rocked inside and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You say it's 12 by 40?
Yes. That includes like a 3-foot porch on the front.
Yeah.
They have to pay extra special when they take that thing down the road to haul it. Anything over 10 feet, you have to get an oversized permit to be able to haul it anywhere.
Oh, up there in South Dakota?
No, in most states.
Yeah.
Because you're outside the typical driving lane when you're 12 feet.
Oh yeah, they don't worry about that around here.
Yeah, that's
not
most
pulling it by a trailer truck, you know.
That's most 4-wheel drive trucks here.
Yeah, we just hook it up to a trailer and throw it on we get a little buggy and pick it up and it throws it on a trailer and then we just get a 4-wheel drive and pull it down the road.
You want to know how ghetto Corey and I were when we first got married and moved back to South Dakota? So we lived in a trailer house on a rental property. Well, when we did it, we ended up buying property and tore down a house and burned the house because it was so bad. Like there were holes in the roof. The guy had been living in it, but we had the fire department come in and use the house as a test or whatever you want to call it. So they use it as a test burn. They lit it up on fire. They stayed around and watched it to make sure, it's just a test burn. But we had somebody come move our trailer house a block down the road, right? But we had our what do you call it? Our front porch was still sitting there. We hooked it up to Corey's Ford Bronco that he owned at the time and drug that thing down the road, the block to the next to where we dropped the trailer out because we didn't want to pay nobody to come and move it for us.
That's the way to do it.
It survived.
Yeah. I'm probably going to sometime next year. I'm giving me a year deadline. We're gonna move all this down to the other place.
Cool. Here, I'll here in just a second. I'm probably
actually gonna sell the camper. I'm gonna go ahead and sell it.
Is the camper down at the other place?
No, the camper's right. That's it. You see out the door right there. That's one of the windows you see right there. It's still hooked up and everything. I can use it during the day where I go in and make my lunch. I can go in there and take a nap. I can go use the bathroom.
So that's your hideout from Tammy?
No, I don't have a hideout from Tammy.
You lied. You go out there and take naps while Tammy thinks you're out in the shop working.
Well,
see, you just messed up. If Tammy's watching, Tammy, if you can't find Chris, go in the camper.
She don't care. She wants her own bedroom. I mean, she's not gonna care.
That's still the funniest thing I've heard, man.
I have to ask. Brandon says he has more than he'll ever list, but he continues to source. What do you have that you haven't listed? Maybe I'd be interested in buying it from you.
Yeah.
No?
You just got a bunch of eggs.
A bunch of eggs?
That's an inside joke.
You'd have to watch one of the older, like over a year ago shows to understand what they're talking about. I remember those days, the eggs.
Hey, so I have to make a comment.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago, we had 28 people in here. We're down to 26, but we're still over our normal of 24.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
We started talking. I don't know.
It's because you started talking, Chris.
Stop
what are you doing, Brad? Huh?
I was gonna try to pull it up on my phone. I was gonna show the haul and
see that would have been a great video, Brad.
Yes.
I do have the footage, so.
Oh, no, I'm just saying to video your trip, like little snippets of your trip all the way down, all the way up. I keep saying down, all the way up to Iowa, and then loading up your car and then a little bit of your stuff when you got home, and then to show the big haul when you got done.
Yeah.
So here's what I was going to talk about earlier. I don't know how many TikTok gurus there are in the chat and all that, but I haven't. So I watched a video this morning on TikTok, and the guy said, he says, anytime you open an app, post a video, make a video, whatever it is. And you got to think.
Was this guy named Gary V?
No, I don't think so.
That's not something Gary V would say. The greatest time to ever post videos now. If you're not posting videos.
Oh, no, I don't think so. But so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 TikTok channels. And well, I was niching them. They're all different niches.
I niched
them.
Yeah, niched them.
I niched them all up.
Yeah, so I got to thinking, I was like, what does TikTok algorithm work the same as YouTube? Can you, instead of having all them channels, just post whatever you want on one channel and be okay?
There are a lot of people who post whatever they want on one channel.
It's not a niche thing.
No, but I do have to, since you're talking about TikTok, I do have to talk about this one person that I follow, and I see her videos. I'm not going to say names, nothing like that, whatever, but I watch. And so I'm watching this lady's stuff. She's a reseller. I don't think anybody else knows her, so I'm okay with putting this out there. And then we got to talk about somebody's comment back there. But I'm watching her. She's like, yeah, we only paid 25 cents for this, and I sold it for $6.01. I'm like, oh my God. And it's her whole TikTok. Like, that's what she sells her stuff for. She only sells stuff. Very little have I ever seen that has sold over $25 in her entire store. That gives me anxiety.
So is it going to hurt you if I tell you I sold an item for $1.25?
No, but those are cards. What I'm saying is, like, you don't sell everything everything you sell is not less than $25. Like, you have stuff that's higher end stuff. You have a mix of stuff.
Yeah.
But as I'm looking at this person's TikTok, I'm like, oh my God, do you sell anything that is like, typically it's $10 and less. It'll be $8.99. $9.01, $5.01. I took an offer for $3.99. I'm like,
Yeah, see, I think those resellers there are the ones that have a huge problem in making it work, because you can't. Corey's being judgy. I'm going to be judgy too, Corey, because you can't.
And I'm not against
saying that.
No, right? Because not only are you doing, you're buying. Granted, you're buying that stuff for super cheap. So I watched the video and it said I don't know, I 28x my sales. And I'm like, okay, well, anybody can 28x their sales when you're selling it for $5 and you paid 25 cents for it. But I'm not against selling lower dollar stuff. I'm against selling like your entire store being not Brad. As I'm sitting here talking about this, and Brad sells all the little mini figs. Now I feel bad, but I finally had to unfollow her on TikTok.
I want to tell Brandon something real quick. So Brandon says, Chris, I was always against you selling cards, and to stand by my word, you'd probably be surprised this year I've sold less than 1K in cards and haven't hardly listed any. Last year I sold 18K. So Brandon, so I'll tell you what I did. I did start a store of selling cards. It was niched down to nothing but cards. I sold a card for over $100, a Jaden Daniels card for over $100. I sold some for over 50, some for 30, different ones from this year. But I will say this: Tuesday, I killed that store because I made one sale in that store on a different product of what I started it as. And I made more money than I have in the last 3 months on that one sale with that different product. So I decided to do away with the card store. I'm actually going to run those on Whatnot. If District would ever figure out how to do standard envelopes, I will run or no, well, let me rephrase that. If the dollarauction.com would figure out how to do standard envelopes shipping, I would be more than happy to run my cards over there. But when
we don't sell cards. Nobody sells cards on the dollarauction.com.
I know, but I would.
Yeah. You need to go sell them on that other place that says something card.
But so what I'm actually going to start doing is I'm going to start lotting them up in 50 cards and then auction them off. 50 random cards. See, I got new cards like a lot of 2024 football. Go ahead.
So I like Brandon's comment that the margin on cards is so small that in high volume it's good. But the higher margins that you can get selling other stuff is way better than selling cards.
Oh yeah, singles is tough.
Brandon has a lucky horseshoe up his butt.
Yeah,
so he finds like he don't get out of bed for less than $100 items.
Yeah, that's true.
Really?
Yeah, Landon's got a golden horseshoe.
Joke too. He finds good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he finds really good stuff.
Have you ever seen ABC Matt in our group?
Yes.
See the stuff that he sells? Like he's selling $2,500 things.
That's wild. I love it.
All right, so wait a minute. Let me get back to the TikTok thing. I got to get back to the TikTok thing. This is twice we've been on it, and I forgot both times. So my question is, I have a channel on TikTok that's Buck Mountain Barn. I do all my reselling stuff on that channel. I've done, and I haven't put a video on there a very long time. Well, not a long time, but several months because I've been so busy with all my other stuff. And so I have another channel that's called Buck Mountain Rips. And all I do is open up non-sports cards and sports cards, open packs on the thing. Then I got a channel that's called Adventures with Chris. And that's just when I go fishing or go to air shows or go do some really cool stuff, take some really cool pictures or videos or whatever and put little short form stuff there. And then I have another one that's called Bible Reading Ministries. And all it is just when I do my morning devotions, I read a chapter on there and I post it. So what I was thinking of doing, instead of doing 15 videos a day on 5 different channels, or not 15, but say instead of doing 5 videos a day on 5 different channels, why don't I just do...
You do 5 videos a day on 5 different channels?
Well, because they told him every time you open up the app, you should drop a video.
I'm just wondering, why can't I just put all those videos on one channel? If I take the followers on all the videos I have, I would have I got one that's got just over 1,000 followers, which gets me monetized.
Okay, hold on though. What one has over 1,000 followers? Buck Mountain?
Yes, it gives me monetization on the TikTok shop, so I can sell on TikTok shop on that one. Okay.
So here's the thing: if you're gonna, I think that you have 1,000 subscribers on that based on what you posted. But if you go in there and you start dropping Buck Mountain Rips in there, you're probably going to lose some subscribers because they don't want to watch that. That's just like anybody that does flipping versus sourcing. But I would gain the other ones because between all the channels, I have roughly over 2,000 followers between all of them.
You know, I know this is not a YouTube channel necessarily, but it is a YouTube channel. It's not a YouTube show, but I heard somebody, it might even been Kevin, in a conversation with somebody else, saying that if they had it to start over, they might just put everything on the same channel because they believe YouTube algorithm would sort it out. In other words, like, but he was saying over time, like if you have people drawn to certain content, it wouldn't show them the other videos. It would learn to just show them the certain videos you do. So I don't know. There's no I don't think there was any hardcore data basis to that opinion other than just what he's seen. So,
well, Alex had told me that he thought it would be okay. Huh?
Alex.
Who's Alex?
Beard King Picker.
Beard King Picker.
Oh. See, Alex. Okay, now I get
You
it.
know, Beard King Picker.
I do. It just didn't register with me. So before we go on to, I
hope
would
he's
never
not watching this.
I have multiple things on mine because I have our prayer on one. I have one that says something about how long has your kid been a dumbass? And it's
So
with
you have
my daughter's
channels. You have different.
No, it's all on my same channel. That was the very first video that I ever posted, was one that said, how long has your kid been a dumbass? And it's singing the song, I don't like forever. And so that was my very first video that was on there. But then the other ones I have on there are the ones from like this one where we did our prayer that Corey did, I put on there. And then my 2 TikToks from the Walmart boxes. And then Corey fixing Casey the robot.
But wait a minute, is this the same one that's got your daughter asking y'all questions and stuff, or is that her?
No,
channel?
that's Hannah's. I don't even have access to that channel. That's 100% owned by my daughter.
So is that niched or is that just random stuff?
The one you were
just talking about.
The one that I did?
Yes.
It just says Grams and Pops Vintage Grams is the name of it. So I could technically put whatever I want on there.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Is
the videos a niched video or is it just random videos?
It's just random. Well, it's all besides the one video of Hannah, it's all reselling related. Like I don't have any.
Okay.
So
I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get rid of my other channels and I'm just going to put all the videos on one channel and see what happens. I mean,
the only thing I would say is the ones that are all like your adventure one, your Buck Mountain Rips, your Buck Mountain Barn one, those ones will probably be okay, but I don't know how well throwing the devotional one in amongst that stuff would do.
Yeah, see, I thought about that too. All it is just me reading a chapter in the morning, and that's it.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, for certain people, they may not watch that.
They may not. You know, never know. Never know.
But we got to go back and answer a question.
Brad's writing.
Yep, we got to go back and answer a question. So Dave's Decade says he has a problem with buying used DVDs and CDs by the toteful. What is the best way to list those?
Where do you see that at?
It's way up here. It's like at.
Who said it?
Dave's Decades. It's at 6 o'clock and 51 minutes.
Okay, here we go. Right here.
Yeah, that.
I have a problem with buying used DVDs and CDs by the toteful. So, what is the best way to list those? Whatnot.
My question.
Or the dollarauction.com.
No, I wouldn't even say that. My question would be, what are you paying for them? Like, are you paying 25 cents a CD for them? Because what I would do, and what we've done with our extra CDs and DVDs that we have, which I have a lot over there I need to do, I would go list them on Shop Commons.
See, I would say, this is what I would say.
They don't do well. They don't do well on the dollar auction.
Right. I would go through all your DVDs and pick out all the horrors. Yep, set all the horror to the side. Set them all to the side. Then take the rest of them and do exactly what Teresa said. Blot them up in 10s or 20s and put them on Commons and Shop Commons and let them go there. Sell them for whatever you want. You know.
Yep. We've done them in lots as well. Like you were talking about on eBay. We've actually done a horror one. We've done a Western one with it's not a lot of DVDs. It's like 6 to 10 DVDs typically. And if you're shipping them out media mail, just jack up your media mail weight so that so that you don't get hit with extra fees on that. Yeah.
And as far as the CDs go, I would take everything that was 80s hair band or 70s rock and put it to the side and then sell the rest of them in the lots. And then I would take all those that you've put to the side and I get on Whatnot and start auctions with them. Them horror DVDs, if you got a bunch of those, I'm telling you, man, there are people that they eat them like candy. I don't get it, man. They love horror movies. It's just crazy of what they can do, of what people would do. I mean, how much they pay for horror movies.
Stop buying them, Dave.
So I'm just catching up to comments on it.
Yeah, there you go. Stop buying them. Yeah.
Well, you could stop buying them.
Yeah, you
I'm not
could.
going to call you a D.
Yeah.
But so Lisa DeRee said that she just left a seller meetup with a seller advocate, that they gave them Legos, complimentary set of Legos that spells out eBay.
What?
But she wants to know why it wasn't Playmobil. Not Lego, just Playmobil.
Because Playmobil's not that low class.
So I got, oh man, that's the went up. So I got a question,
That's
Brad.
pretty cool.
How popular is Playmobil?
There's a cult following for Playmobil as well. Like there is Lego fans, there is one for Playmobil.
But I feel like Brad's the only one that can sell Playmobil.
I've sold a little bit of Playmobil, but I'm finding the newer stuff, not the older stuff, which is what people are looking for.
The town that we went to in Iowa, there's a person in that town that sells that they do a lot of Playmobil, but they just didn't see this lot of stuff. And then there's a lady. Yeah, there's a lady in Chattanooga that I know sells like that's pretty much what her story is. She actually buys from us when she needs pieces for her stuff. Now there's a lot of people that it's just like it's like Lego in that like the children played with it and then they had they got their children playing with it and now their grandchildren they're buying it for their grandchildren. So it's like a multi-generational thing. It's just it's not as big as Lego, but there's also not as many people selling it as there are selling Lego. So
and it's probably going to go up in price now because they got to import that stuff, don't they, from Germany?
Yeah. It comes.
I don't know what the German tariff is on their stuff anymore. I don't pay attention to any of that.
Hey, you know, I can't.
By the way, for all the uproar of that, we haven't seen a ton of.
I have a lot of so many pounds of Legos listed for auction, and I can't even get rid of it.
Are they sorted?
What do you mean?
By color?
No, it's just they're like there's probably like 8 sets in there. You got a Spider-Man set, a Forest set, a Minecraft set. You got all kind of different stuff in there.
And you're selling it by the pound?
Yeah, just whatever, not by the pound. I've got it. There's so many pounds and it's hold on a minute. Let me find a listing. Give me 1 minute and I'll tell you exactly how.
The only reason I asked that is because I don't think you can sell I don't know. I don't do well with selling Legos, but I buy the damn things anyway.
Yeah, you can sell them. Legos do sell by the pound. You price it by the pound, I guess you would say. Maybe my auction's over. Hold on 1 second.
I think if you enjoy doing Lego, you can, and you enjoy like actually putting it together, you can do pretty good with that.
I do.
I bought a 2 totes of it one time at a Goodwill. I can't remember what they had it for, but I asked her if she'd take like 70 for it, and she said yes. And so the manager did, and so we bought it, and I think we sold over $4,000 out of those 2 totes. So
I got
there's some really nice sets in there. So
I got a large mixed lot, 8 pounds, over 1,000 pieces with figs and all, and I got them listed for $20 plus shipping. I think that's pretty cheap. 8 pounds.
Somebody made a comment about Rebel. Rebel does sell it, but she sells it in lots. She doesn't sell it by individual. She'll pick it up, and if she picks up more of it, she ends that sale or ends that listing and adds to it and then puts it back up for sale. So
like with the Lego, one thing's interesting about it is that, a lot of people that like do Lego full time, you can like search this genre in YouTube one day, Lego, people who sell like Lego resell. And I think one of the sites, I actually have an account on it because I bought some pieces before, bricklink.com. I think they actually got bought by Lego. So Lego's actually going to take over. I think they're going to let the people running it continue to run it. But it's now actually owned by Lego. So.
Did you say Playmobil is?
No, Lego. There's Lego.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I missed that whole thing. I was reading something.
No, I was saying I was saying one of the places that people sell Lego is as an online store called bricklink.com.
Yep.
Bricklink was actually acquired.
I bought on there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh my gosh! Look at this. I knew it. There it is. There's your Lego guy right there.
I love Lego.
I can see it too, Brandon. I can see it.
Yeah.
Golly. You see, it's still got Lord of the Rings sets to build. I haven't even started yet.
Yeah.
JP asked Janet. I know it's Janet, not JP. It's JP and Janet. But Janet asked if when you're outsourcing, are you guys looking for back to school stuff yet? I haven't been sourcing in 2 weeks.
I don't ever look for back to school stuff.
Yeah.
What kind of back to school stuff are we talking about? Like
probably like backpacks and.
Oh no, I pick backpacks up all year long. I sell them all year long.
What do they call those stupid binders? Whatever trapper keepers.
I don't.
You know,
I got like a vintage trapper keeper I found over there.
Mr. Sadie, we were just talking about you.
Yes, I didn't even realize you had a YouTube channel, Mr. Sadie.
You was the highlight of the show earlier. Where you been?
He was.
I came across it and watched it. You watched one of your videos about the
Corey watched it too. That's how he's like, remember that, Mr. Sadie? Here's a video with him in it.
Yeah.
I'll say it again. I say this every so often. I'm still amazed that I turn on my YouTube feed and like I'm still getting recommended resellers I've never even heard of before, and some of them have pretty sizable channels. So yeah, it just keeps feeding me people I've never even heard of.
The one that I was on last night. Now I got to go look and see who it was on YouTube. The one that I woke up to it's a guy and a girl, a married couple. She has like wild hair color, but I got to go look and see who it was.
The shed flips.
No. But hey, Candace is back.
Oh, is she back finally?
Yes.
Wow, wasn't she?
She was gone 2 weeks to Japan.
Yeah. I felt bad for Lonnie having to do all that by himself.
Corey told me he'd divorce me if I left him and went out of the country without him.
Yeah, I think she went to Japan for 2 weeks. I bet that was a fun trip. I've been to Japan, so I bet that was real. I bet she had a good time.
Now it's going to drive me nuts because I can't think of those people's name that I watched. Is there a way to see what you watched previously on?
Yeah, on your history. On your history. Go to your library, and it's in your history.
I have a library.
Yeah, you got one. I
see history. Hold on, I see history.
Reseller tip to tie in with Lego. If you buy several of the big sets and spend over $1,000 in store, ask them for a big bag, and they have a bag like IKEA bags, but it's as big as 2 of them. Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
But that's pretty cool, but I don't think I'm going to spend over $1,000 in Legos. No. Easton's not got there yet. He's 4. He's only 4. He's not ready for Legos yet.
No, it wasn't.
When he gets ready for them, you better believe it. What Papa's going to do.
So the one I was watching, it's called Flashback Finds. They just talk about what they sold.
Huh.
But yeah, it's like Flashback Finds. It's
okay.
People.
I'll have to watch. I wrote down somebody yesterday that I never heard of. Luke's Garage.
Okay, Janet.
Luke's Garage.
Oh, Luke's Garage.
Jason.
That's
Jason.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah.
Flashback Finds.
Yes, Lisa. They have Lego stores. If you're passing through Nashville, I know they got one in Opry Mills Malls. You can check it out.
They have a brick. Oh, what is the one? They have one in Sioux Falls. It's not Lego branded, but
let me tell you something. In this little town that I live
in. Sorry. I apologize for what I just did.
The one we have is called Bricks and Minifigs.
Yes. And over here in Central, like 30 minutes down the road in that little bitty town over there, right next to the Walmart, they got Bricks and Figs or something like that. And I'm like, out of all the stores, there's not a card store in 50 miles of here, but yet they put a Lego store right here in the back door. That don't even make no sense. If I
I
want
don't know.
cards, if I want sports cards, I have to order them. Because you just can't go. I mean, I have to drive an hour and a half, 2 hours away to go get them.
Hey, Chris,
Yeah.
if you watch, you should go watch the auctioneer that I watch on Proxy Bid because he has cards. Like, there's been the Chrome Garbage Pail Kids that he's had on the auctions a lot.
Are you serious?
No, I'm
Like
serious.
like the boxes? He's selling the boxes?
Yeah.
Well, you guys send me that information.
Proxybid.com, Van Beek auction.
Don't be telling it on the show, Teresa. Golly.
Thought you want to
We only
share?
have a few people
I thought you wanted to share your reselling knowledge, Chris.
Yeah.
I want to share where I get my stuff at. I just tell them what I got.
Buck Mountain Gatekeeper.
No, you tell them what you got. You just let them go find it.
Oh, now I gotta go find it. Here.
Anyway.
I'll send you.
Okay.
I'll
Yes.
send it in the private chat for you, Chris.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I've always been trying to figure out how to find that proxy
Just
bid.
don't bid. If you bid on anything else, you're being deep doo-doo.
Why?
I don't bid on the cards. You can bid on the cards all you want, but stay away from everything else.
You bid on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just stick to whatever the stuff that you don't do.
I do everything. I sell cards, but I ain't buying cards from him. They have all kinds of like the sealed football packs, the individual sealed football packs. They have like the vintage, like they have, I think they had a set of Baywatch cards with all the Baywatch actors on it. They sell all kinds of cards.
Actors are really that's taking it a little too far. Did you know that was actually one of the biggest shows in the world?
I loved Baywatch.
I did not know that. I did not realize it had like. I didn't realize it had like the international audience that it has. So it had.
It was Pamela Anderson. Come on,
the Hasselhoff was big too.
After doing, who's got a Patreon?
You, Chris.
What are you talking about?
What are we talking about? What happened? I missed something.
He's talking about you charging people for information.
I do not charge people for information.
No. That's not what I heard.
Trashy to classy. Classy.
Trashy to classy. Whatever. I don't charge for no information. Golly.
Well, you know, there are a lot of resellers who buy stuff and get good deals on it, but don't ever talk about it. Like some that do like retail arbitrage, and they won't say anything until it's all said and done. And they'll be, oh yeah, we bought these for like $5 a box back when they went on sale on special clearance.
Yeah. Retail arbitrage really is that game. Like it's a race to the bottom very quickly.
Did you know that there is a app out there
supposedly
that tells you? No, it is. It exists. I used it. That tells you like when games, like you can buy video games for like 3 cents or other stuff. And
you know, they always say, so here's the deal. So my daughter works at Walmart, right? She stocks shelves for Walmart overnight.
Yeah.
But there's something they call, the super hidden treasures, that are supposed to be. No, I don't think that exists. I've tried it. Like I've gone around and I've scanned everything, and it always comes up with the price that it's clearance on or the price that it's for.
No,
so you quit before you hit on the good stuff, though, Teresa. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's just like the Hot Wheels cars. Everybody's like, well, go look for the super treasures and the treasures at Walmart.
Yeah, I've never seen those either.
That don't work because you know what? You got somebody in the back that's going through that case looking for that stuff, and they're putting it to the side. Just like every single Dollar Tree you go into, they will let you open up the case of Hot Wheels and put them Hot Wheels up. But if you ask them, they're going to tell you, oh, well, somebody's already come in and done it. And they have. Somebody else has already beat you to it. You got to be there early to get that because people are on that game.
So Silverhair Todd, he brought up a thing. He said, Chad,
don't talk about the Baywatch thing. Talk about something else he said.
No, I'm talking about the Jerry Springer thing.
Oh.
Did you know, I always thought that those fights were actually fake. They are not. They are actually 100% real. No, because I watched a documentary on it. that had Jerry Springer and everybody in it. And did you know that there was a family that fought, that didn't know each other was there or whatever? And he ended up going back later that night and he killed his wife after they got into an argument on stage. I watched an entire documentary about the Jerry Springer show. That stuff was not staged.
Do you not think that the documentary
was this video produced by WWE Entertainment?
No, I don't know. There were people that were actually on the show that were in the documentary talking about it.
Brett, are you saying that wrestling is fake?
I will neither confirm nor deny. I don't want to break your heart, Chris. I don't want to take away Santa Claus, Chris, from your life.
Okay.
That answered 100% real. Yeah. So
Santa Claus is in my living room.
There's a whole genre of videos on YouTube as well about penny sales at Dollar General. Have you seen this?
No.
So like apparently like when they have like products that they're closing out, they're actually a penny. There's a list you can look at. Yeah. There's a we'll get you in just a minute, Mr. Sadie. There's a website you can go to that will show you everything that's been like ended or discontinued or whatever at the Dollar General. And if you go in, you can go in before they actually pull them off of the shelves. You can load up and they'll ring up for a penny. But it's usually
and
stuff.
You found this where?
At Dollar General.
There's some website. It's Dollar.
I have
but
heard about
it's stuff like it might be some new candy bar, like it'll be some like special run.
Nerd clusters, maybe.
I don't know.
No,
those are yummy.
That's not new. But yeah, Brad, I've heard about that too. I've heard about
All right,
that.
let's take care of
Mr. Sadie.
Sadie here. If I can get to it. There it is. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Oh, that one makes me giggle.
Golly, man, 28 minutes.
You still okay? I see what's going on.
I'm still doing my auctions.
So Tara was talking about the color tag. I have seen them do like the sales on their color tag, but their sales are never really sales. Like you go into their clearance aisle and they're
what?
I don't know why he's saying Corey is right. You just need to get right with Jesus. Wolfman's Goody needs to get right with Jesus. Anyways, I have never seen any of their clearance stuff worth a crap on there at the Dollar General. I've looked. So Tara, you and I might have to have a conversation so you can explain this to me. But I'm also not looking, that's part of it too, is I'm also not at the Dollar General looking to source stuff because I don't want to sell the $5 stuff. I might buy it for myself though, depending on what it is.
I asked the lady at the Dollar General about that penny auction or penny sales thing. She's like, yeah, we have people who like drive here from Murfreesboro and they just like load up, buggies full of it.
So I might need to go in. So I know the manager at Dollar General here. I might have to go in and have a conversation with him.
Look, it's nothing you're going to want. Seriously.
But is it like shampoo and?
No, it's like I said, it's usually like, for example, you know how like ever so often candy bars will put out like a special flavor.
Edition?
Or it's
like the
maybe
birthday cake.
It's like something like those Reese's. They for a little while they had like these Reese's candy bars with the Reese's Pieces candies in them.
Yep.
But they were called something. I can't remember what they were called. But like they ended them. So if they hadn't sold at the local stores, they were literally you could have went in and got them for a penny a piece.
So it's more for my snack cupboard.
It could be
that I need to look
it
for
could be anything, but it's like it's literally stuff like, hey, is he back in South Carolina for real?
Yes, it looks like it.
Hey, was that hold on, was that really Gracie that was typing earlier for you?
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, how come you didn't say something, Teresa? We'd have pulled it up.
She did. She said, hey, it's Gracie. How is my uncle going to survive without me?
That was her. She'll come say hi to you guys. She's leaving tomorrow. Gracie.
Oh, we're
Hey,
gonna
say
miss
hello before
Gracie.
you leave, okay? Not right now, but before we get off the. Oh, you coming?
Mr. Sadie. Hi, Gracie.
Mr. Sadie, yeah.
She says she looks so shiny.
You're all good, my friend.
Did you miss your uncle while he was gone?
No.
Golly.
Wow.
She just flat out
Yes,
said
I did. Miss him a
She's
lot.
sassy.
Leroy. She's
She's
sassy, Leroy.
hey, it's Teresa Jr.
Teresa Jr. She's sassy.
Well, Gracie, tell them you'll see them next year.
I will see y'all
Oh.
next year.
Well, that makes us sad. I mean,
We
happy
gotta
and
wait a
sad.
whole year.
We might have to send Gracie the link for the thing so Gracie can come join us on the days that Leroy decides he doesn't want to show up.
Yeah, there you go.
What'd you say?
I said we're gonna send Gracie the link to come into our chat so that she can come on the days you decide you don't want to show up.
But I have a souvenir.
She has her souvenirs, all her souvenirs she got, she said.
And I got my
That's
hot comb and everything.
All right. Bye, Gracie.
Bye.
Bye,
How you
Gracie.
been, Leroy? How was your trip?
It was good. I just got in. I literally just got in at 6 o'clock. So
Did you watch the show last night?
who show?
We was on Mike Go meetups.
Oh,
Yeah,
the one
we
I
were
didn't go to.
We were talking crap about you, Leroy.
Sure was.
I was in Rhode Island. So
Yeah.
I apologize. And I'll message Mike and let him know. I totally forgot about that.
Sorry.
It wasn't purposely. So you know
What kind of video is Corey recording?
What do you mean?
I just seen a message.
That was me saying I'm recording.
Oh, okay.
Because Shane said,
Lisa.
hey, I'm live on your platform. I'm like, I'm recording. Can't help
Yeah.
you.
so what are we talking about?
Anything and everything.
Nothing, brother. We're talking
We
about
talked
penny
about
sales
everything.
at the Dollar
Dude,
General.
Leroy, do you want to know how mean Chris is? He gave me a headache yesterday.
Tried to kill her.
He did try to kill me.
He gives me
He
a
made my
headache
blood
every
pressure
time I'm on
raise.
the show.
I'm just kidding.
All I can
I'm
say
just
is
kidding.
bring aspirin.
Bring aspirin. Aspirin's not good for you.
So
Okay,
what are the
Tylenol.
sales of the week?
Tylenol's not good for you.
Bring some Tylenol.
What's everybody's favorite sale?
Blood pressure's real bad for you.
What'd you
Right.
say, Leroy? What's your
You know-
favorite sale of the week? What was your sale of the week,
What
Leroy?
Leroy sell this week?
Leroy did well because Leroy has a method that he's been using for years, and I've always tell everybody when I go away on vacation, I put my store on however days I think I'm gonna be away. I started off at 7 days, 2 days down, I bumped it down, 4 days down, I bumped it down. Every 2 days, I bumped the shipping down. I put my store 25% off, and I did almost 30 sales.
Good job.
Huh?
Now I won't have to yell at you for not working while you were gone.
I didn't work, but I made money. Would you guys like, Brad? I need a favorite. You don't have your favorite one. Like it could be one that you think was expensive, or what? Like I don't know.
Yeah, so we sold several of the golf clubs we had, but my favorite sale was I had one of those mosasauruses from Jurassic Park, the big water dinosaur, and it's been here for probably 2 years, and because of this new movie, it's old. I got rid of that sucker, and I was glad to see it go.
We said that, Brad.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
If I didn't say it here, I think we said on.
We did
saw
said it
it
here
first.
last week. Yeah. So if you got Jurassic Park stuff, get it up quick, because when people find out that new movie wasn't as great as everybody hoped it would be, it might quit selling again.
Well, just like I said, I realized that Happy Gilmore they're doing a number 2.
Yep.
So
Really?
even right now,
Are they really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even right
Don't
now,
throw your nose up at that. Woman, what are you
I'm right
doing?
there
Yeah,
with
but
you, Teresa.
usually when they hold on, the first movie was a good movie. Usually when they do a
Yeah, they're gonna
second,
ruin this
it
one.
sucks.
Yeah, they're
but
gonna
it
ruin
still
that.
sells a lot because it's been over 25 years. So
Yeah,
So listen, I shouldn't say this.
Why?
I'm gonna say it, but you guys act on it, okay?
Oh, we gotta pay for information with Leroy, Brad. It's
No.
not me.
No.
Leroy, hold on. You're not eating. What's the deal?
I just ate them stuffed. We took Gracie out because she's leaving. If you go on YouTube right now, I should just told you guys this before, but if you go on, if you're not YouTube, if you go on eBay right now, anything Happy Gilmore, keychains, everything, you buy them now. Buy them now, and then when the movie comes out, put it back out, and you'll double your money in the first couple of days. So if you see anything that looks good, Happy Gilmore, buy it. Go on eBay and buy it. And then all 7 of you guys that's watching the show. And then
Hey, we got more than 7. We have 27 people in here.
We had 31.
what?
I
Yeah,
missed
and
that.
Leroy come on and then drop down.
Oh, I'll leave.
Just kidding with you, man.
We
No,
have
we're-
let me rephrase that. We have 28 people in here right now.
Yeah, right now that's
Oh, thank
28.
you.
We're at 131, so they're probably gonna start dropping any moment now.
But
I want-
so that's a bolo, guys. Get Happy Gilmore stuff now on buy it off of eBay. As soon as the movie comes out, the day the movie comes out, put it back on eBay. And I'm not saying you're gonna double your money, but you'll make money. Like the first movie, if say for instance you find the first movie graded, okay, if you got that kind of money, find the first movie graded right now, it's going to be cheap. The day that movie comes out, the number 2 on Netflix, list that son of a gun, and I promise you're going to do well.
So the video I'm actually waiting for, Leroy, is I'm waiting for a video of Chris with one of his items, with him like laying on the ground next to it, going like, "Why won't you sell? Why won't you sell, you stupid?"
Oh,
Harry Tornado
that's
said
funny.
this is a seller. Harry Tornado said this one sells. I see this on a
Can't believe I bought 40 of these.
Oh.
Make these sold yet? Sell your stupid thing.
They said take apart a broom handle. I took apart all the broom handles I could find.
Oh, yes.
Hey, so this was my favorite one of the week. They are vintage latches for windows, and that's what I sold them for.
Good
Nice.
job. How many
And
were there?
Huh?
How many were there?
7, I believe.
Good job. That's $10 a latch.
Yeah, and I got them. I got a whole bin with other things for like $3. Somebody
Good
said,
job, Leroy.
did somebody say, "Shh, Leroy"? LOL. Great advice.
Yeah, Mr. Sadie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that was my favorite one. And then I've been selling these guys. I had a whole crap load of them. I had about 50 of these saw blades for a bow saw. Okay. And I didn't think they would sell. And I've been selling those. I think the listing is over. But I still have another 15 of them, I think. So I gotta just add to the listing. And those sold for like $19. And then hold on, there's one more.
You said one sale of the week, not 4.
Yeah, it's okay. I've been going for a week.
That's not my fault.
And then Teresa's favorite.
Oh, you sold some more. I have not used my weed eater lately because I couldn't get it started last time I did it. So I just pulled out my original weed eater.
I have to make more. I don't think I have. I made I think it was like 15 lots, and you bought like 5. But anyway,
Hey, I gotta tell you though, I used one of those lint thingies, the lint balls that I thought went in the dryer. They don't go in the dryer. Anyways, I used it, but it fills up with hair too quick.
You rinse it off though.
I know, but you rinse it off and then you got to let it set and dry.
Oh. I
So-
was gonna say, because if you like them, I'd send you more.
I have 3 of them, but I forgot I had 3 of them. So I used one and I gave up after a little bit because it filled up so quick that I had to end up just pulling out some tape.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's mine. I didn't realize it would fill up so fast. Then again, I had a hairy shirt. So, you know?
So, okay. So everybody else's favorite 19 listings.
Go ahead, Brad.
I have to do more. So I sold 2 of those.
Oh, did you already? I don't
Yeah.
remember you doing one.
I did the
I must-
Mosasaurus and the 2 golf clubs.
That's
and
right. That's right. Chris?
I got
I
41.
sold 7 blender pots that I took apart for 6 hours.
I could say I sold 200 pieces of Playmobil, but you know that would be boring. You guys know that. So
My favorite, I don't know. I got 41 to choose from. I'm not sure.
hey, come on!
Yeah.
I got.
Well, we sold that. We sold that.
that.
We sold the 8-truck lot on auction we was talking about earlier. I mean, it went out the door for $151.
Yeah, but after you packed it for 40 hours, you only made like 20 cents an hour. on it.
Oh, for shipping was
Right?
only medium mail and it was only $15. No, $23. $23.
I was going to say, there ain't no way.
Yeah, $23. The $15 was the chainsaw. I sold a chainsaw. I went out the door for $54.35. It went out the door today. $15 in shipping, and I just sold another chainsaw about 2 hours ago for $89.63. So I'm selling chainsaws now.
Okay, we'll talk about that after I do mine. So my favorite sales this week were, Leroy, remember I told you we got all those appliance parts
Yes.
for free. I have sold 5 or 6 of them, and we're up to over $250 in sale. I sold one timer for $115 yesterday.
For me, it's I like how we do like this because like it's not like, oh, what's most expensive. It's like what did you think was cool? Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that sold. Like, so I like doing this, and that's, if anybody wonders why I do it, it has nothing to do with bragging. It just has, it's sort of like an undercover bolo that is not really a bolo, but to me, it's something nobody would ever pick up, and I just, sometimes it's a $5 item. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
It was fabulous. I did just sell one a little bit ago too, like
That's awesome.
a part. Like I got lowballed on one, and then I think the guy came back and he offered me like $42, which I have nothing in them. So to sell it for, you know, it's listed for $49.99. To sell it for $42, I'll take your offer all day long.
Oh yeah.
I have nothing in it.
Yeah. Listen, if you had $2 in it, it's $40.
I probably would have accepted that too, but
Yeah.
yes. Okay. Mr. Sadie brought it up. I did not finish watching that video. I couldn't take it. Like I couldn't watch a grown man cry.
I was gonna say, please tell me Roman wasn't crying. It is hard to watch.
Oh, it was like,
Really?
yeah. So at first, so Corey and I were talking to it. When I went to bed, I could hear Corey out in the living room listening to it. I thought at first he said my oldest. And so I thought he was talking about a kid.
Oh no.
I didn't realize he was talking about his cat until a little bit later on. And then I'm just like, I feel for you, Roman. I can't watch it.
Nah, man, I hate to hear that.
Hey, we love you.
Well, Roman, if you, I haven't seen you in here, but I know you do come in here. So, you know, all of us here, you know, stay strong, buddy.
It's tough putting
Losing
that
a
with
pet
we had
is
to
the
put our
worst
English.
thing ever.
Yeah, it's tough doing that. We had to put our English down not too long ago, and that was, man, golly, I still miss that dog.
I had to put a biscuit down the other day.
Chris cheated with another more favorite.
I had to put a biscuit. I had to put a biscuit down the other day.
Y'all was talking about other YouTubers a while ago. Do y'all remember? Y'all remember Osborne the Thrift, Tim?
No.
Yeah,
I know who he is.
Yeah. Does he make videos anymore?
I don't know.
No, he's too busy rolling in the dough to. make videos.
Well, you know, he had that him and his wife had that baby, and then it was kind of almost like,
Yeah, dadgum baby. Tell you what.
yeah. But
You
yeah,
know, I did jump in real quick when Teresa did not know who 540 Flips was.
I mean, I've watched videos where he's in it. I know I have, but I mixed him up with somebody else. So.
His name is Frank, right?
No.
who?
540 Flips. His name is Frank. His
No,
name
that
is
ain't
Frank.
That
Right?
must be an inside joke between you and him.
It's not. I'm just teasing him.
I thought you could sell bullets on the eBay.
I don't know.
You can't sell ammo on eBay?
Oh, did I send you guys pictures of what I
No,
found
you did
this
not, Leroy.
when I was away?
You didn't send me none. You might have
I'd,
sent them some.
I'd appeal if for no other reason to maybe get some clarification on it.
So one of my
Yes, Chad, I did.
one of my mentors up north has a military museum, and his overstock room is bigger than my apartment. And his wife said to me, "One day I'm going to need your help because I can't get rid of all this stuff."
There you go.
I'll just say it nicely. That's the nice way to say it. But
So I just looked up eBay's policy, and it says specifically not allowed ammunition for firearms, including bullets, cartridges, casings, shells, or holes. Holy crap!
That's a cool gun, Leroy.
That's like a musket.
Is that a musket, right?
That's insane.
So you cannot sell it on eBay.
No.
I always thought you
No.
could sell ammunition, but I guess not.
So when my auctioneer does ammunition sales, he actually does not. He will run them on proxy bid, but you do not pay for them on proxy bid. You actually have to reach out to him for him to be able to run it off of proxy bid for the payment.
So I clicked on that link you sent me, but it's not a specific person. It's a whole site.
No, you have to search in there for the person that I put behind it.
Oh, I missed that part. Where's it at?
Tammy, up at the top, there's a search proxy bid.
No, I'm looking for the private comments.
I don't know, where are your private comments?
Oh, there they are, right there. Okay.
It's right below your price.
Okay, I see it now.
Ammunition is only allowed when it's bundled with adult toys.
That's pretty cool.
What's in that?
No, I think it's anything vintage as well, because I think I saw somebody in a video say that they had posted a non-working grenade, like it was just the shell or whatever, and they took that down as well. Even if it's not working, they took it down.
Unless you list it as
Nope.
Hold on. Are you done?
Yep.
It's trench art.
Trench art?
Look
Trench-
up, it's not a joke. It's not a joke. Look up trench art on eBay. You'll be shocked.
Never heard of that, but yeah, they got it taken down. So once you get it taken down, you don't ever want to
Gradually
relist it. So
I know what trench art is. Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah. How about
I
that?
don't know.
How about that? Oh me.
Don't do that.
How was the show on Tuesday?
It was fun.
Chris bailed early.
Chris did not bail early.
Chris did too bail early.
Yeah, he had to go
He had to go
Yeah.
protect his
Facebook.
daughter from a lady.
He had to go see his mom.
No,
Yeah.
is her name Brianna?
Yeah.
Brianna made a Facebook marketplace deal, and she messaged her dad knowing that the person she was meeting was a lady. and said, "I'm scared to go by myself. Will you come with me?"
Supposedly a lady.
Yeah, because they come from Colombia. They drove all the way up here from Colombia.
You don't think ladies are ladies in Colombia?
No, that's not what I'm saying. She was scared because she didn't. Never mind. You got to know my daughter to understand what I'm saying.
So as a good dad,
Yeah,
He
exactly.
went with.
I did fatherly duties.
as a good dad, you went and you protected
He
your
did.
daughter.
He protected her.
And how
from
much was
the
the
lady.
sell for?
I think she sold whatever she was selling for like $65 or 60
So did
bucks.
she give you $5 for your time and effort? Like,
No.
you need to send her a bill.
Hold
It's
on.
like,
Did
I give
she
her a hard
drive or
time.
did you drive?
I drove. I give her a hard time.
But she didn't give you gas money.
No, I drove her vehicle.
Oh, okay.
To
Then you're
Colombia?
okay
Her
with that.
vehicle. But see, I wasn't driving at first. Tammy was sitting in the back with Easton, and Tammy just made the comment to Brianna. And she's like, "I don't know why you're driving. You know he's up there sitting in the passenger seat." So Brianna was all hop, skippy, and giddy, and then she just changed her whole attitude. And I says, "What's wrong with you?" She says, "Well, I'm upset now." And I says, "Why are you upset?" She says, "Because I'm driving when I realized when Mama just pointed out that I really don't have to drive since you're here." And I'm like, "Well, pull over, so I'll drive." So she pulled over and I drove. You have to know my family. Tammy
I
is
don't know if
just
I want to.
Tammy is just a tip of the iceberg, and you haven't seen nothing yet from her. Y'all seen nice Tammy.
Listen,
Y'all seen like really, really sweet, nice Tammy.
Hold on. You are outing your wife right now. That is your wife. You are
Dude.
outing her as an evil person.
No, she's not evil. No.
see, listen, I think the quiet.
Leroy's met Tammy.
Who has?
You have.
You.
Oh, she's so much nicer than you.
Yeah.
I the person I'm afraid of is Tanya
Mm.
Why would you be scared of Tanya?
She don't
because
say nothing.
Tanya doesn't say anything.
It's always the
She
quiet one.
does.
She's a
Always the quiet one.
sweetheart, and I'm afraid of Tanya.
Hell hath no fury like the woman scorned, right? That kind of thing. Yeah.
But no, my family.
I wish
Tanya's
I
a sweet lady. Quit talking crap
I
about
wish I-
Tanya.
I'm not saying
I
anything bad.
tried. I listen. I have tried turning the camera on and just leaving it on because I think what goes on in my family when my wife, me, and my daughter get together, I think that whole interaction there would make great content and people would die laughing. But
So
it's
what
like
was the
when
name
the
of that
camera
channel
comes
be?
on, they just shut up. They're just like, well, they don't know what to say.
So what would the name of that channel be? Channel number 78?
That'd be
Uh,
toxic times with Chris.
It would be
and
called tripping with the it would be called tripping with the family.
I think we should just name it Here We Go Again.
Yeah,
Okay, Brad, I have a question. What
Yeah.
heritage is Tanya?
I'm sorry, what?
Is she German?
American.
There is some German in her family and Cherokee.
Oh boy.
Tammy's
Did I
got
ever tell you-
Cherokee.
Did I ever tell you I did Ancestry.com and I found out some interesting stuff? My
So is it
heritage,
worth the
I'm
money?
99, I'm like 94% German, right?
Mhm.
But I have 0.01% Jewish.
Really?
Jewish.
Wow.
Really?
How ironic is that?
How's
Like,
that for an
you
interracial couple, right?
That's pretty cool.
I don't know where it
So-
came from, but
Tammy has Cherokee in her also. She's got more than 0.0001. It's like her mom was.
I think it's like Irish, German, and
I can't
Cherokee
remember.
or something.
She's got Cherokee in her. I'm Walian.
so when they find Chris, they're gonna find him skinned, and we'll know who did it.
And there'll be a trail
But
of
they
tears
can't
leading
scalp
to
me
his-
because I do that myself.
And there'll be a trail of tears leading to his body.
See, I'm 40% African American, 40% Irish, and 20% Guinness.
What the heck is Guinness? Beer?
When I glanced at your name there a few minutes ago, I thought it said black in South Carolina.
Brad,
But look, yeah,
So you're
I'm
40.
Welsh.
You're 47%. You're 47% black, and what was the other?
I'm
He's
40%
40% black,
40.
40% Irish,
Okay.
and 20% Guinness.
Guinness.
Okay.
Well, I'm part Wellian, so I don't know how much.
You're part
I'm
what?
Wellian,
What the heck?
Orwellian.
huh?
I said Orwell.
William, what are you selling? So I could sell the same thing.
Wellian. Y'all don't know what Wellian is?
No.
Wales.
Are you
From
a pirate?
Wales.
You're a whale.
Not
I
Wales. Wales.
I think that's. I
Are
don't
you a
think
pirate?
Not that kind of one.
That's the sound of your people, Chris.
Not that kind of, yeah.
FYI, Chris,
Remember this,
just
Brad.
so
He's
you
a
know,
whale.
hold on.
Write that down, Brad. He's a whale.
Walian is not a word. If you are from Wales, you are Welsh.
Welsh.
Yeah, Welch.
Is that the word of the
Yeah,
day?
that's what I
Is
said.
the word of the
That's
day,
what
William?
I
We're
said,
not
Welch.
Jelly.
Y'all heard
Let
William.
Brad do it. We're
All
not.
right,
We're not jelly. We're not talking jelly.
John said in bold prints, do it. Hit the.
And now, Chris's word of the week.
Wellian.
He's Wellian and he's Welsh.
Yeah.
So, what does the word William mean?
You said it. Why we?
You made it up. You tell us.
Yes, Google William.
You, as the
Somebody-
It's
author,
not that.
It means you mate with the whale. That's actually a music. It's a music.
as the author of that word, you get to tell us what the definition is. It belongs to you.
What does this say, Teresa? I know you're Googling it.
There's actually a band from
Somebody
Where are they
said
from?
LAML.
from Berlin. There's a band called Walian. WHALIEN.
Well, I'm not part bandish. So,
No, bandish. Bandish? Is that another
Ah.
word?
It is today,
It's
bro.
actually- no.
Glenn.
I got it. In the context of BTS, I don't know what BTS is. Walian is a portmanteau of whale and alien.
Chris, you didn't tell us.
And it refers to the
understand that.
52 hertz whale, which is known as the loneliest whale in the world. No one is caring unless they're all bed.
Sharon,
Because its unique vocalizations at a
Question.
frequency of 52 hertz are not understood by other whales. He is part whale, part alien.
Who is?
You are. You said you were Walian.
Okay.
It's part whale, part alien.
All right.
my wife said she never heard of the nationality Walian.
That's because it's Welsh.
No.
Where they from? They're from Pickin, South Carolina is where they're from.
Did you get outbid on another one, Chris?
Yes. Oh, but I won one.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Only got one out of the 15 I bid it on. Only won one.
The 15, you what?
Out of the 15 I bid it on, I only won one.
bid it on.
You bid on them. You didn't bidded.
Yeah, I bid it on them.
Is that
No,
another
you
word?
bid
I
on
bid
them.
it on
Bidded
them. Bid on them.
Bidded.
He's doubling
Bidded?
down. He's
William,
doubling down.
Man, what's wrong with y'all? I mean, it's just like Chunk, man. Y'all tried to kill me on
Chow.
Chunk last week.
did you
Man,
say
I bid
chow?
it. I bid it on them. I bid
you
it.
say-
Past tense. I bid it
No,
on them.
no. Hold on. The
No.
past tense of bid is bid. Using bidded is grammatically incorrect
Let
and
me tell you
sounds
something.
awkward and confusing to native English.
Let me tell you something, Teresa. I don't care what Google says. You can Wikipedia and change Google stuff all you want. Everybody
I didn't change it.
No,
Would you
Wikipedia
like me
and
to
Google
copy
are not the same
What's
thing.
wrong with my camera?
Would you like me to copy and paste it into the chat
No,
exactly
listen to
how
what
it
I'm
says
saying,
it?
Teresa. What I'm saying is that anyone can change anything in Google.
On they can change things on
It
Wikipedia,
didn't
not
come
Google.
from Wikipedia.
Came from Webster's dictionary. It came from Merriam, Webster, and what are the other ones?
Well,
This came straight from AI.
Oh, well, there's the problem.
Actually, it
No.
came from Hold on. It came from linguix.com.
Don't double down. Don't double down. Stop right there. Just stop while
Yeah,
you're ahead.
tell her, Brad. Get her, Brad.
No, I'm telling you, Chris, stop while you're ahead.
Linguid.com. What is it? That even a site?
Yes, it's called, hold on, I gotta go in there again. Is bidded a word? For
Listen,
anybody that would like to read and get
let me tell you
educated,
something. They don't understand country. And I can't help it. You don't understand country. You live in the redneckish part of the whole country, and you don't even understand country.
I don't think I live in the redneckest part
You
of the
done
world.
insulted his honor, and you've insulted the honor of every South Carolinian in the state.
They do not talk about, never mind.
They don't talk
in
about
South
what?
Dakota.
From wordreference.com, the conjugation of bid. Perfect tense is present tense. Have bid, has bid. Past perfect, also known as pluperfect, had bid, future perfect, will have bid.
Bidded.
Yeah. No, there's no bidded anywhere on here.
There's no bidded in the dictionary.
You can
I
be
don't
bidding.
care.
You can be
There
bidding.
ain't no y'all. There ain't no chunk in the dictionary either. Or
You
y'all.
There
can
ain't
be
no what?
bidding. You can be
Did
bidding.
you say there ain't no Trump?
Chunk.
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 Yeah,
Chunk?
chunk.
There is a word
Chunk.
called chunk in the dictionary.
You could literally, make up any word you want to, I guess. Chunk. Are you trying to find bidded right now,
You
Chris?
chunk.
Are you trying to find bidded?
No,
He's trying
I'm
to find bidded.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
What is that bidded, my
I'm trying
master?
to find something else I can bid on.
Why don't you save that money?
See how I said bid? Because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it in the future. I'm going to bid on something. If I've already
But you
bid
did
on
bid.
something, I bidded on
You
it.
had bid
Hey,
on
Chris.
a lot previously.
Hey,
I've already
Chris.
bidded on it.
You're trying to apply rules to a word it doesn't go to. So, like, if you have more than one deer, what do you have?
It's not called deers.
Deers.
No, it's a deer.
It's deer.
Yeah, more than one.
What if you
deer,
have
yeah,
more than one
deers.
boat?
More than what?
One boat.
Bolts?
You have both.
Yeah.
How about more than one cow?
My brother-in-law has 2 boats.
What if you have more than one cow?
You have a.
Y'all just don't like me.
Yes,
Chris,
Yeah,
you
but
don't
that's-
let it.
Y'all just trying to make fun of everything I say and just act
That's
like
not
it don't
true.
exist. I can't
Yeah.
help it. I'm country, and that's just the way I talk.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I bet.
Oh, Mr. Sadie. Man, me and you supposed to be friends, man. I can't believe you just said that.
Oh, that was the bomb.
Golly. No,
That
I
was
did
the
not.
bomb.
y'all
I don't
should make fun
understand.
of that. That's not fun.
Tara
Man,
said
that
it's
really hurt me, Mr. Sadie.
Grammar
I just want you to
lessons
know.
Tara said it's grammar lessons at the barn tonight.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, Mr. Sadie just like stabbed me in the heart.
Look, here's the thing. I got lots.
And
of
then
words.
Corey saying I wrote the Biden speech. What in the world's wrong with y'all?
Look,
Man, that's like blasphemy,
Hold
man.
on, Chris. I will not just pick on you. I will also pick on my husband because he doesn't know how to spell
Oh, okay.
speeches.
So I spoke it, he wrote it,
Yeah,
and then
correct.
Biden couldn't read it. That's the whole problem.
Look, I got lots of things that I say wrong too, but I don't double down on them. I don't double down on them.
Just
I
like
ain't double
Corey.
down on nothing. I'm just saying that that's
pick
what
on
I
Corey
thought.
all the time because he says pond, but the way he says pond is not how most normal people say pond.
Is he say it Canadian?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's like for years, my wife and them make fun of me for saying tongs. They nothing wrong with
Say
tongs.
what?
Tongs.
What do you
Tongues?
do with tongs? make sure we're talking about the same thing.
Like tongs as in the things that you sing, or are you talking about speaking in tongues?
No, tongs. The things you pick up meat with off the grill, the tongs.
I'll go with you on that one. I'm not going to argue with you on that, but bid it is not a word.
Bid it. I bid it on
Bid it
it.
is not a word.
I bid it
You're
on it.
you're going to kill Teresa. You should stop.
No, I'm
Hey,
okay today.
hey,
I'm
we're-
okay.
we're-
I didn't come into it with a headache today, so we're good. Oh, he says font too. You should hear the way he says font. I think he says that Canadian French too. And a roof, and a crack.
Man, I can't justify driving an hour away for $5.
Why are you driving an hour away for $5?
That's where I gotta go pick this thing I won.
All right. Hey, we're at 2 hours, Chris.
Yes,
by the
we
way.
are.
Are
Okay,
we?
Brad, we haven't had one, so we need one.
A prayer.
I guess
Come on.
I guess that means everybody's ready to go because it's just
Hold
2
on.
hours.
Hold on. I had to change my name.
Barn at the bottom. Farm. Yeah. Well, I don't know if
Okay.
I have to.
I
don't know if
just
have
want
too
y'all
many
to know
things to
something. Y'all just stepped in a whole lot of poo-poo. Because next week I'm gonna show y'all.
about
What are you going to
bidded.
show us?
About
I'm
bidded.
gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
All right, I'm going to clip this part of the show because it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, bro. I'm going to clip this section. I'm going to clip this declaration of like, you going to get it next week. You going to see.
Hold on. Rad Relic did a good thing. He said, Chris is making an argument about why we should abolish the Department of Education. Take us to church, Brad. Take us
All
to
right.
church.
I don't know if I have too many things except for that last 10 minutes. That's pretty good. Let's go. Y'all ready? Let's do it. All right. All right,
Everybody bow
guys.
your head.
Everybody bow your heads. All right. Well, we're thankful, God, that that eBay has our back and won't force us to cancel orders for all those people who can't make up their minds. And also, God, we thank you for making eBay not suck so bad. And please don't make us wait 7 days for that combined shipping. God, we pray that you would alleviate the mental suffering of the eBay reps that Chris assaulted when he called in the other day to fuss at him about having to wait for 7 days to get his dadgum money. God, also, we ask you to please help Chris not to assassinate Teresa. We need to keep her around a little bit, and he's causing her distress on a weekly basis. Thank you for getting Leroy home safe, God, and send kind folks to bless all those poor people who are starving up in Rhode Island because of the food shortage there this week. Thank you for gracing us with Gracie's presence every Thursday night. We pray that you bring her back to us very, very soon, God. Bless Chris for protecting his family from women, dangerous women. He's a big man. He's a big man. Thank you for that one auction you won tonight. And Lord, most of all, I just pray. I just pray. God, I just pray you help us do all the thing you've bidded us to do. Amen.
Hasta la vista.